Also, wearing the jersey of Colgate's Caitlin O'Donohoe is Allie Watson. Caitlin O'Donohoe, a freshman at Colgate, played 5 years with Pittsburgh Penguins Elite and played in 2 USA Hockey National Championship games. And now, the starting lineup for your Colgate Raiders.
And welcome, everyone. We are at the Lemieux Sports Complex here in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy with you live as Game 1 is set to go here between the Colgate Raiders and the Northeastern University Huskies. It's Game 1 of a 2-game set here today, and it's the first ever Battle at the Burgh here, sponsored by the Pittsburgh Penguins and hosted, of course, by Robert Morris as well. And Garrow Von Dane here live with my partner Bob Kennedy, and man, oh man, it's just been a reflection here today of how women's hockey has grown on the national landscape as well as right here in Pittsburgh and with Robert Morris.
Yeah, without a doubt, and we're at a beautiful complex up here, the Mario Lemieux UPMC Sports Complex, which was kind of born out of the success of the Pittsburgh Penguins, but also born out of it is what you're seeing on the ice today with these teams. University of Wisconsin in town, Northeastern, Colgate, and of course our own Robert Morris University.
Some of the best programs in the nation meeting here in this tournament. You have this Northeastern team that is ranked 3rd in the country right now, Hockey East leaders right now and 2-time defending conference champs. Colgate, their opponent here today, played in the national championship game a year ago. Later tonight, Robert Morris will host the top-ranked team in the nation, Wisconsin. It's the first time those two teams will meet since the 2017 NCAA tournament. And Robert Morris, not ranked in the top 10 right now, on the outside looking out. But man, the Colonials have another very good team here this year. And that should be a great battle, Bob, between Robert Morris and Wisconsin later today. But first, between these two teams, a lot of talent, a lot of skill. Northeastern has the edge in terms of numbers, stats, veteran leadership. Colgate, a younger team, lost a lot of players to graduation from that national runner-up last year. But man, anything can happen here, especially after a long layoff after the holidays.
Yeah, you never know how these teams are going to respond after a layoff and not playing for a while. You're a little bit rusty, and you got to go down a goal early or whatever. You got to shake that rust off from the break, and but I expect Northeastern to be really good here this afternoon, and Colgate as well. They're like I said, a young team, and they have something to prove here against number 3 Northeastern.
I should point out that Northeastern did play a game last week, so they aren't perhaps as rusty as some of these other teams. And very good numbers. We'll go over those numbers. But first, the playing of our national anthem, and we'll have our starting lineups, and then the face-off between Northeastern and Colgate. It's the Battle of the Burgh here in Cranberry. Coming up next.
America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Battle at the Burgh in Game 1 set to go. Northeastern and Colgate. Bobby, what do you have for our starting lineups today?
Well, for Colgate, we're going to start Delaney Mackey at center with Aliri McKay at the left side and Caitlin O'Donoghue on the right wing. Maggie McEachern and Shelby Wood will be on the defensive unit. And in goal will be Liz Aubie, a senior from Stoughton, Wisconsin. And so if you go over to the left side of our ice surface, looking at it, the starting lineup for the Northeastern Huskies, Peyton Anderson, number 91 on the left side, Maddie Hartman at center, and Veronica Petty will be on the right side of that unit. And on the defensive side, it's going to be Cody Cross and Paige Capistran. And in goal, Erin Frankel, the 5'5" junior from Briarcliff Manor, New York.
Boy, the goaltenders in today's matchup, sensational numbers. Erin Frankel, the junior for the Huskies, 1.02 goals against and .955 save percentage this year. And for the Raiders, Liz Aubie, she's merely put up a 1.86 and a .929 save percentage. She's going to have to be really good today, though, Bob.
Yep.
Northeastern averaging 4 goals per game this year. And we're underway. We're at the Lemieux Sports Complex. This is where the Pittsburgh Penguins call their home practice facility here in Cranberry, Pennsylvania, in a suburb north of Pittsburgh. And Northeastern in the red with gold and black trim. They look like a cross between the Ottawa Senators and the Florida Panthers, if you will. Colgate looking like the Hershey Bears in their maroon and white. And the puck trapped behind the Northeastern goal at the moment. And it's sent around the boards, and it'll come up and out. And now Colgate will retreat back to their own zone. The Colgate Raiders, national runner-ups a year ago. And the puck trickles in front of the Colgate goal, and smothering that puck is the netminder Liz Aubie, the senior from Stoughton, Wisconsin. The only senior, Bob, on this entire roster here today for Colgate.
Yeah, and senior that took them last year, so that was part of that national championship finalist team. So her experience means a lot to this young hockey club.
Wisconsin.
See off the bat the discipline of this Northeastern club. They're all playing in sync as a 5-man unit, a 5-player unit, if you will.
I will. The Raiders bringing in the Northeastern zone to our left. No score early going here, just a minute 10 gone in period number 1. Game 1 of this afternoon-evening doubleheader. The battle at the Burgh, Wisconsin, top-ranked team in the nation, defending national champs, coached by Miracle on Ice Olympian Mark Johnson. They will take on the Robert Morris Colonials tonight after this game. Scheduled 7 p.m. start. The Northeastern flipping up ice. Here comes Brown. Brown has a little room, moves in. A wrist shot off the post to the right of Aubie. Puck stays in the zone. Colgate dodging a bullet there as Mia Brown hit the post blocker side. Back it comes the other direction. Colgate will sling one, missing the cage wide, and the Huskies clear the zone and pitchfork it high into Colgate ice, but it's going to be an icing call as it was let go before the red line. 17:54 to go in the first.
Yeah, Colgate on a line change, and that was just enough for Mia Brown, who's on our side of the ice, away from the benches here, had a little bit of room before the defense could get out there, and she had a little bit of a lane on that right side, came down, had a good shooting angle, and just rung it off the left goal post, as we see on our replay screen right here. Big Ben struck one.
Puck goes back behind the Northeastern goal. Watching over her left shoulder, Erin Frankel, the junior from Briarcliff Manor, New York. Sent the length of the ice. It'll be played by Colgate. Up it comes. Unable to handle it. It's pushed back to Colgate ice. Gates back to get it on defense. Tanner Gates, the sophomore from the hockey hotbed of Oceanside, California, outside of San Diego. Petty has it for Northeastern. Moves it forward, but McEachern's there for Colgate. played by Mackay, one of the twin sisters, Delaney Mackay and Ellery. Sophomores from Brookfield, Wisconsin. McEachern back to get it. Danielle Serdachny, top line center, leads the team in scoring with 15 points for Colgate, a freshman out of Edmonton. The Huskies, all kinds of scoring. Northeastern is led by Alina Mueller, 34 points on the year. Northeastern will bring it up ice. Carried through, there's Mueller with it now, falls down, gets back up, shoots one, where did it go? Went behind the cage. Never got on it. There's a deep shot, that gets on net, but a stop made by Aubie. Squirted out in front, shot. Oh, Aubie's got it again, and it's kicked to the right side. Boy, that last chance, and dandy for Northeastern off the stick of Skylar Fontaine.
Yeah, Aubie going to have to be good in this one against the Huskies.
Well, shots coming from everywhere now. Here comes Knoll, backhander goes wide. And Aubie's going to be busy. Has been so far here in the first, but still, shots on goal are just 2 apiece. As Northeastern has missed the net a couple of times, been a few blocks as well. Colgate brings it across. Wrist shot, save made on the rebound, just out of the reach of Coralie LaRose. There's a lot of net to look at too. Centering pass. It's blocked back. Northeastern still with it though. McGinnis shoots one and it's right into the logo, but dropped and poked in. Aubie had it, thought she had it pressed against the sweater, and it must have fallen out of the glove, and it's poked in behind her by Mia Brown, and Northeastern strikes first. It's 1-0 Huskies.
Lauren McGinnis got the feed from along the blue line at the right point. McGinnis took the shot, somehow got a little bit through Aubie, and it was just sitting right on the goal crease. And an opportunistic Northeastern Husky was there to just tap the puck into the open net. And Northeastern will open up the scoring here.
Boy, a harmless shot, really, just right into the center of that sweater. And just couldn't hang on to it. Northeastern gets the goal, 1-0 via Brown. And a sophomore from South Woodstock, Vermont. And for Brown, that is goal number 7 on the year and point number 15. So Northeastern with the puck and the lead. There's Larry Snyder with the officials on public address. Centering pass and a penalty coming up here. I think it's going against Colgate. It is. Delayed call. Northeastern still with the puck. Netminder pulled. Extra attacker is on. And the Huskies will have a power play here in a moment as McEachern touches up the puck. And now Northeastern with a 1-0 lead will go on the PP.
Yeah, you can see this discipline of this Northeastern club and their skill level is just, third in the country. They're right up there with the best of the best. And Colgate right now having a tough time in their own zone against the speed of this team.
The winner of this game will play the winner of tonight's game. And both of those games will be tomorrow, consolation game and championship game. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, come on down. Plenty of hockey left to go here tonight. Later on, it's top-ranked Wisconsin against Robert Morris. He's tied for first in the conference with Mercyhurst. 5-1 conference records for the Colonials and Lakers. Northeastern comes into this game with a 15-2 record, 12-2 in Hockey East. And we have a timeout here. It's immediate timeout. I'm not sure who it's needed for, but the Colgate Raiders come in out of the ECAC. They are 9-8-3 overall. Just 3-4-1 in conference play. They're in the middle of the pack. Again, lost a lot of players to graduation a year ago and have a lot of freshmen in the lineup. 4 forwards in the lineup today are freshmen, no seniors, just 3 juniors. No seniors on defense either.
Yeah, very young team, just looking through their lineup. And,
on defense, you got 3 freshmen, a couple of sophomores, and a junior. And this Northeastern team is stacked, Bob. They're averaging 4 goals a game, giving up less than a goal per game at .9. Their penalty kills 94%, and they're going to bring their power play unit out now. They are at 15%, but Colgate awful good on the PK with 91% success rate. Northeastern leading 1-0, and on the power play, and here we go. Slashing the call against Schneider. And Colgate gets it clear. Northeastern, the home team in this game. Huskies slide it across near side where Skylar Fontaine handles. Comes to Mueller. Mueller, number 11. Handled by Orar. Back to Mueller. Backhanded pass. Centered. Down low. A lot of movement in this power play for Northeastern. Kick it up high. Center point. Near side. Mueller winds up. Fakes a shot. Then snaps one in front. And a save made by Aubie. Fontaine up high with it, drops it back over the line, so the Northeastern Huskies will have to clear. And they do, and race back in again. Orar has it, right side, wants to center it, goes behind the net. And carries it into the corner, centers it. Fontaine settles, slings one near side and wide. Mueller comes to get it on the near boards. 38 to go in the power play. Broken stick, no, just a dropped stick, picked back up again. Colgate player lost it, gets it back. Long shot. Aubie covers it up this time and freezes it with 27 to go in the Northeastern power play.
Yeah, Colgate with that, you can see the penalty killing unit trying to trap the Huskies in certain areas of the ice, but the Huskies are just so good and skilled at moving the puck that they're able to break that whatever system Colgate's trying to implement.
Colgate, coached by Greg Fargo, his 8th season, 138 wins, 112 losses, 26 ties. Dave Flint in charge of the Huskies in his 12th season in Boston with 233 victories and 137 losses. 43 ties to go along with that. Northeastern back-to-back conference champs in Hockey East, and the power play will come to a close as Colgate kills it off. Schneider out of the box. The Raiders, very important penalty kill here early in this game, trailing by 1. Petty loses it. Back it comes. Here come the Raiders. It's number 94, Sammy Smiliani. Drop back and a long shot from deep and a stick save. And goaltender Aaron Frankel, the junior, played at Shattuck St. Mary's. Bouncing puck. Trying to get to it. Ooh, and there's a good shot, but a better save off the right skate by Frankel. Centered, and couldn't be held onto by Tanner Gates on defense late in the shift. Found that puck in the slot area. Huskies still trapped in their own end. And Colgate pulls the puck away. Centered, but it was behind the intended target. Delaney Mackay, and we get an offsides whistle with exactly 11 minutes to go here in the first, and that was a big penalty kill, Bob, early in this game.
Yeah, Colgate did a good job of limiting the chances for Northeastern on that. Northeastern had a lot of good offensive zone time, but unable to get the puck to the net, so successful kill for Colgate.
There's a wrist shot. It hit the glove, went over the shoulder, and it comes back and it bounces away, and the rebound effort goes wide. Boy, Colgate coming awful close here in the last few moments. Frankel jumping all over the place. Colgate gets it back, sends it up top. Fake the shot, move it right side. Holding on, centering, trickled, and it goes wide of the cage, never got on net. The Raiders changing some players here on the fly with the puck trapped in the Northeastern zone. Huskies still trapped deep. A couple of players down behind the net, still playing for the puck and getting back up again. For Colgate was Coralie LaRose. Now it's battled along just in front of the blue line, and Northeastern able to clear. Colgate shoots it right back into the Northeastern zone. The Huskies have room to move, and here comes Brown, and she'll just dump it in, and all 5 players finally get a change for Northeastern after a very long shift back in their own end. We're at the UPMC Mario Lemieux Sports Complex practice facility of the Pittsburgh Penguins, a relatively new structure. Wrist shot goes wide. That time by Chloe Aurard. The sophomore from France. Played for the French national team. Leads Northeastern with 12 goals. Oh, centering feed. Couldn't get it on net, though. Nice pass by Danielle Sartakny, the high-scoring freshman for Colgate. Number 9 in a Raider sweater. Maggie McEachran. Colgate able to get it across the line. And it's backed up with 8:50 to go in the first. The only goal belongs to Mia Brown for Northeastern at 4:43 on a shot that came from the right point. And Aubie thought she had it pressed up against the sweater and had dropped the puck, and it was poked in behind her by Brown. And that's what made it 1-0.
It is a media timeout.
And another media timeout, and a 1-0 lead with 8:31 to go here in the first. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy. We've got a lot of hockey this weekend. We got this game now, game 1 of the first annual Battle at the Burgh, and then later tonight, 7 p.m. estimated start. Robert Morris and number 1 Wisconsin. It's got to be a long day for RMU waiting around to play that game. They've been haven't played in about a month, and they've known that this great event was coming up in a battle with the top-ranked team in the nation, and for some of these players, the chance to go back against the Badgers, a team that they saw a few years ago.
That's it. Some of the freshmen still in that lineup. So exciting time, exciting weekend. A lot of build-up. Like I said, I went to the Penguin game the other night, and they were advertising the tournament on the Jumbotron there at PPG Paints Arena in downtown Pittsburgh, and it looks to be a pretty nice crowd here. I'm guessing when RMU plays tonight, this place is going to be packed to the gills, just by how it looks right now. It's pretty packed right now just for this Northeastern Colgate game. Not that it's not an important game, but there's no local draw other than just people love hockey and they're out to see some good women's college hockey.
Had the National Women's Professional League All-Star game here a couple of years ago. That was jam-packed here for that.
You're seeing some good players here on the ice, and women's hockey is a lot bigger here in Pittsburgh too. It's grown along with the men's game. It's a lot of interest in an event like this.
First annual of what we hope will be many Battle at the Burghs. Thanks to the Pittsburgh Penguins for jumping on board and hosting this event. This will be the first time Robert Morris has played a game here. And it's a battle for it in front of the Northeastern bench. And it's tied up along the boards. Huskies leading here 1-0, third-ranked team in the nation. The Huskies, one of those many powerhouses that come from the Boston area. Northeastern plays at Matthews Arena, which is the oldest still in use hockey arena in the world, and the oldest multi-use athletic building anywhere in the world, built in 1909.
It's like a building, it's like a building. You wouldn't know there's a hockey arena in there until you go in and there's an ice rink, So a lot of history there, a lot of Got to be a fun place to play, too.
It was the original home of the Boston Bruins back in the early 1920s.
Wow. So there you go. A lot of history in Boston hockey.
All the collegiate teams used to play there too, the BC and BU before they got their own buildings. 7:18 to go here. This building much newer than Matthews Arena.
Yeah.
A few years old. It's puck is headed wide. It'll be just be covered up by Northeastern goaltender Aaron Frankel.
Yep.
Again, has had great numbers this year.
I've been up in the BU's arena, Boston University. Wasn't ever at Harvard or BC, but BU, that's like a who's who of former players, Hall of Famers, and a lot of good hockey players played at Boston University. And as with a lot of those schools up there.
From the Huskies, Noel, sharp pass, bounced off her stick. She's still going to chase it down behind the Colgate goal.
Delayed
brings
penalty.
It up top, yeah, another delayed call coming against Colgate. Northeastern brings the extra attacker on. They're showing that speed again here. Fontaine to Mueller. Back high to Fontaine, number 22. Olds goes left side, pokes it back into the corner. Sends it up high. Patience here in this delayed penalty. Fontaine, tried to go back door, went past everybody, but it's still possessed by Northeastern for the moment. And now Colgate comes to get it. As the whistle blows, Schneider came to play that puck in front of the Colgate bench, and with 6:20 to go in the first. Second power play of the game coming up for Northeastern. They're 0 for 1.
So you mentioned Chloe Aurore before, played at Vermont Academy, but from the French national team. Let's have Alina Mueller. She was on the Swiss national team. So some talent on that first line.
Northeastern back on the power play. Here's Hobson. Around the corner, Petty's got it. Slashing the call against McEachran. High shot, got a piece. The netminder Abian goes wide. Now it's tied up in the corner. Fought forward, it's centered up top. Holding on and trying to shoot one through traffic, but it was blocked. That was Brooke Hobson. And it's cleared by Colgate. Colgate out of New York State, college town. Fontaine still in the power play for another 36. And now Mueller's got it, and a whistle blows. A penalty coming up here, and I think we're going to have a roughing call. And it's going against Chloe Aurore, the sophomore out of France.
I'd like to see that on the replay. Chloe had the puck, so I don't know how you take a roughing penalty when you have the puck.
Well, it was there. It was right when she lost the puck. She threw that elbow up high.
Well, that might do it.
That's how it happens. With an elbow to the helmet.
She had cycling the puck in the corner, and just gave it up, and then it kind of took a little bit of a liberty with the Colgate player.
So 31 seconds of 4-on-4. Snapshot hits the side of the net. Here comes Northeastern with it. First 4-on-4 of the game, and it'll be just for another 17 seconds, and Colgate gets their first power play. A long shot by Hartman, stopped by Avi. Here come the Raiders. Centered. And unable to be played cleanly by Smigliani. Anderson has it. McEachran out of the box, and the power play will begin for Colgate. First of the hockey game, Raiders trailing by 1. McEachern lost control of the puck and a nice poke to herself. Here comes Fontaine with room. Fontaine shoots one and a save made. Oh, going high with the glove was Avi right in front of the mask. Great chance.
Nice play by Fontaine, the defenseman activating their shorthanded.
Well, back come the Raiders the other way. Colgate. Noibuerova. There's a poked up with her stick. To the far board. Centered up top for McEachern. McEachern in his room swings it into the circle. Gets it back to McEachern, number 19. Holding, waiting with 38 to go in the Colgate power play. Shots on goal even at 8 apiece. Northeastern leading the game 1-0. And the Huskies clear. Here's Mackay with it on the far side. Mackay drops it back up top to Smigliani. Smigliani now into the middle. Smigliani gets it back, works it down low, and the centering feed is poked wide of the cage. Now behind the net, Colgate. Still with it with 5 to go in the power play. And it's poke check just enough to get it out of the zone. Getting the stick in there was Brooke Hobson. And so Colgate comes up empty on their power play chance.
Shots on goal, 8-8 right now. And, so Colgate slugging it out here with Northeastern, even in the shot column. So Colgate's had their chances.
They have. There's been some big saves.
Yeah, Northeastern also has had some good chances. Which is like we thought, both goaltenders playing well today.
Liz Aubie, the senior for Colgate. Aaron Frankel, the junior, in goal for Northeastern. The winner plays in the championship game tomorrow around 5 p.m. The third place game will be at 2 p.m. And Bob and I will have every game for you right here on YouTube.
Are we on YouTube?
Yes, we are. Every game this weekend on YouTube. I put the links to for all 4 broadcasts on my Twitter page at Voice of G-Man.
So can I go back and watch me?
Yes, you can, Bob. They're archived as well.
Awesome.
So tonight after both games, you can go back home, crack a cold one, and watch them both
Just
again.
what I want to do, relive
the glory. 1-0 Northeastern. Colgate trying to bring it across, and the Huskies bang it back towards Raider ice. Final minute 38 of period number 1. Hartman brings it across. Has it on the backhand, right-handed shooter. Sends it up to the point. Now Capistrano has in, shoots it down low, bouncing around, swept at it, skipped over the stick of Matty Hartman. And back comes Colgate, 2-on-1 chance and a shot and a save made. Oh, wow. Frankel.
2-on-1, quick developing 2-on-1 there in the neutral zone. Colgate almost tied this game up. Glorious chance and another big save by Frankel.
Raiders dump it back in again as we roll down to the 1-minute mark here in the first.
1 minute, less than 1 minute remaining in the first period.
Raiders would like to keep Northeastern hemmed in here in the final moments of period number 1 and get on the board. They have come awful close here in this first. And up the wall it comes. Northeastern trying to break out. They're slowed down in neutral territory. Noel has it. And now Arar sends it into Colgate ice. The Raiders pick it up, though, and they send it to Mackay. Mackay near side. Centers it, just out of the reach of Serdachny, and it went on goal. Serdachny was looking for the deflection. Here's a shot and a big save. Oh, man, what a chance for Simpson. But Frankel with the save. And in the final 12 seconds of the period, Colgate real close again. Here comes Smigliani. Centers it. Comes out of the zone and an offsides whistle with 4.7 to go. And wow, what a chance for Allison Simpson, a freshman. See Colgate able to keep it in. There's an elbow to the head as Ward took a shot at Simpson, and no call.
A couple of nice opportunities here late in the period for Colgate. Now they're going to have a neutral zone face-off with just about 5.
Simpson tries to dump it in and hits the linesman right in the backside. And time will expire here in the first. An entertaining first period of hockey. Shots are 10-9 in favor of Colgate, but Northeastern has a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of hockey here in Game 1. And the battle at the Burgh. Keep it right here. First intermission entertainment straight ahead. Bob and I back with a second period in just a bit. It's the battle at the Burgh here at the Mario Lemieux Sports Complex in Pittsburgh. annual battle at the Burgh. Game 1 is underway, 20 minutes in the books. Robert Morris and Wisconsin will meet later tonight. And here in game 1 of our doubleheader, Northeastern leading Colgate by a score of 1-0 after one. Mia Brown's 7th of the year from Lauren McInnes. And Kate Holmes at 4:43 of the first. And it's 1-0 Huskies. Otherwise, stats pretty even in the first. Colgate with 10 shots on goal, Northeastern with 9. Power plays, Northeastern 0 for 2, Colgate 0 for 1. And the face-off battle was even at 7 apiece. Huskies, third-ranked team in the nation, 15-2 on the season. Colgate 9-8-3 out of the ECAC. Colgate will go left to right across your screen. Glad to have you with us on YouTube for the entire tournament. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy will have the Robert Morris, Wisconsin game to follow. Glad to have you with us in Pittsburgh on a 41-degree day outside. A wet day in Pittsburgh, and a delayed penalty coming up again against Colgate. Northeastern brings the extra attacker on with the empty net as Mueller carries the puck through neutral territory. Skates in with it, zigzagging away from defenders. And Colgate will steal the puck away from her finally. And a power play coming up for Northeastern. Their third of the game, and it comes just moments into the second period, so not the way Colgate wanted to start period number 2. And headed to the box is Danielle Serdagny, the top-scoring freshman from Edmonton.
Got the Bills.
Oh yeah, football's going on today. Got a little score between periods. And a long shot and a save by Liz Aubie as the power play is underway for Northeastern. And Huskies with 1:45 to go in the PP. They've come up empty in 2 chances so far. Oh, centering feed. Went over the stick of Skylar Fontaine. Body checking is the call on Serdagny. Puck is tied up in that corner, and finally the whistle blows. Good crowd here for game 1.
So you have the Aurora and Mueller both out there. So up front for Northeastern. A lot of skill there. Actually, they placed Mueller back on the point. We got Katie Knoll. She played at Nichols School up in Buffalo. She was on the US U18 team. So
here comes Colgate off a face-off win, short-handed. Bringing it in, drop pass. And not ready for it was Rosie Demers, the sophomore from Blainville, Quebec. And Northeastern back on the power play, 1:05 to go with the extra attacker. Knoll has it on the near boards. Knoll holds it on the wall, goes into the circle, now gives it back to Ward in the corner. Has it poke checked away. And it squirts free into the slot area, and there's a shot, but sending it wide was Fontaine. And then the puck winds up at the Northeastern bench with 46 to go in the power play. 18:15 to go, second period. Got a chance to catch up with Robert Morris head coach Paul Colantino between periods as he is watching the action from up above and doing a little scouting. As Colonials will play one of these 2 teams tomorrow, we know that.
Paul trying to get a gauge on what the pace is like out there. It's a little hard to tell up top here a little bit, as opposed to being down at ice level. Yeah, it's tough to tell. There's some high-class players on the ice, though, right now.
That's
for both
sure.
teams.
What a tournament this wound up looking like going into it with the success these teams have had in recent years and this year, too. Centered, save, man, the rebound is shot over the cage. Right next to the net was Maddie Hartman, and she Found that puck on the stick and put it over the crossbar.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again on replay. Golden opportunity.
Round it comes. Huskies still with 4 seconds to go in the power play. And it's deflected away, and Colgate's going to kill this one. Out of the box comes Serdachny to join the play to our left. Around the wall, Serdachny has the puck. She'll bring it in. Serdachny looking for help in the middle. Waits, trying to center it. And it looked like Peyton Anderson had her stick hung up. And the defenseman in front of the net was not able to redirect. And it stays 1-0 Northeastern. And that only goal again, Bobby, was a bit of a gift for Northeastern. It was a long shot, hit the goaltender Abby right on the numbers. And she thought she had it in the glove, but it had fallen down and it was poked in behind her by Mia Brown. Northeastern had a 1-0 lead at 4:43 of the first, and that's where we sit here. With 16:42 to go in the second period. Northeastern averaging 4 goals per game, and Colgate a little bit less at 2.5 goals per game. Northeastern gives up less than a goal a game on average. And their last 2 opponents, they've outscored 22-2. Here comes Colgate. They'll carry it in. Left side. Oh, and a shot, a big glove save. Reaching high to the air was Aaron Frankel, who was down on a knee. Long shot. Goes wide, glove side. That one came off the stick of Allison Simpson. That one trickles through the goal mouth and wide. Colgate has come awful close to evening this hockey game. They got to stay out of the penalty box, though. Sooner or later, Northeastern's going to get one. And you can't fall too far behind this Northeastern club, given the fact that they've played such amazing defense this year. Northeastern with the puck still here, keeping Colgate trapped in the zone. Over on the far side, it's Mueller. Mueller gives it to Arar. Back to Arar. Walks in, shoots one, a pad save off the right pad by Aubie. Colgate can't get it out, though. Mueller's got it. Mueller tries to bounce one in front, and it's picked up by Simpson. Turns it the other direction. Colgate brings it out of harm's way and will dump it into Northeastern territory, and they will change all 5 skaters. McGinnis dumps it in for Northeastern. Colgate back out with it. Trying to get to it is Smigliani. They're all working it. Oh, and a backhanded shot, well created there by Malia Schneider.
Yeah, somehow Schneider got that shot off. And
it is a 1-minute media timeout.
I've seen some of these young players. Darcy Lappin, the last shift, number 72. Lappin, just a freshman from Hartington, Ontario, and she showed some game coming down the wing, letting a nice shot go. And Franco had to make a big stop on her. So Colgate's just a matter of time before they're back in the top 10. I'm thinking it might not be this year, but they're reloading, and I'm sure next year they're going to be back.
Oh yeah,
in the thick of things.
They'll be back, that we know. We had a chance to talk to Colgate assistant coach Chelsea Walkland before the game. Chelsea spent the last bunch of years in Robert Morris as an assistant. A few years after her 4-year playing career with the Robert Morris University Colonials. And all in all, 10 years in Pittsburgh, and now has moved up to Colgate and welcomes child number 2.
Yeah,
So congratulations.
Just a class act. Chelsea always made us feel welcome. Included us in a lot of the team events that they had here in Pittsburgh, and kind enough to come up and chat with us for a few minutes before the game.
Yeah, sad to see her go, but congratulations on climbing the coaching ladder.
That's it. How often do you get to go to a national championship caliber team? Not that Robert Morris isn't.
She's going to be a head coach someday.
Yep.
Someday soon, I would suspect. Well, here comes Colgate. Working it up ice. Schneider looks it behind the net. Northeastern will take it away. Here come the Huskies. Flying through the air with Serdachny, and that's going to be a penalty. Northeastern's going to be the guilty party. Delayed call, and now the whistle blows. And Colgate will get their second power play chance of the hockey game. As we saw Serdachny go sailing through the air in neutral ice, and a trip is called against number 91, Peyton Anderson, a freshman out of Arvada, Colorado.
Yeah, out of Colorado, and these teams, they recruit all over the country. All over North America, all over the world. Actually, you see a lot of international flavor here, at least on the Northeastern side.
Oh, there's a boarding call right behind the net, and so that's going to even it up immediately. There's Colgate. He's going to take a penalty here.
We got the Czech national team for Colgate, too.
Well, Darcy Lappin, the guilty party, the freshman from Hardington, Ontario. As we get a look at the replay, boom, and there's the hit.
So that's a little 4-on-4 action, Daryl. A lot of ice out there.
She got Fontaine right between the numbers. An easy call for the officials. And yeah, 4-on-4 for a minute 55. Should be interesting.
Got a lot of room for some of these skilled players to work their magic.
Shot from deep, never got to the net. It was blocked in front. Colgate has the puck. Oh, and having a step and then just losing his skate and going down was Fontaine. Might have saw all that clean ice in front of her.
That's a defenseman. She's a little bit shaken up. Hope she's okay. Yeah, that was she just lost an edge there. I don't know if stepped on something or I think they're laughing a little bit on the bench. So, I think she just had that little limp kind of save face, you know.
Yeah. 4-on-4 hockey, Colgate will bring it up ice. LaRose throws it left side. Shot on net from the corner, an easy stop.
I see the equipment man getting the stone out there, taking the stone to that edge of Fontaine's skate.
Up the wall it comes, and Noel will bring it in for Northeastern. Goes rink wide, and it'll be dumped in. Huskies will change. In on the forecheck is Katie Noel, the freshman from Amherst, New York. Northeastern trying to go back on the attack here. Sliding through the defense was Mueller, and got the shot off from her knees, but it went wide.
Oh, Mueller, that was a world-class play there. Taking it right to the net. She scored herself, but not the puck.
Had 2 goals in that game last week for Northeastern. Did Mueller. There he comes, and the shot is blocked up top. 10 seconds to go in a 4-on-4. Then a 6-second power play for Northeastern, which has begun. And it will now expire. The special teams has yet to factor into this game. Teams are 0 for 6 combined. Northeastern with that 1-0 lead. Here comes O'Donohoe. O'Donohoe down the right wing side is cut off, so stops at the wall, waits for help. Colgate in the change now, gets everybody on. Bouncing puck in the slot area, and it's kicked to the far board. Never got to the net. Now it's behind the cage for Northeastern. Colgate loves that half-court style game. They like to just get it in and then keep the pressure on. Northeastern has more than end-to-end.
Yeah, but you could see the skill level on Colgate. Now, we might have spoke too soon. they could be there at the end of this year. You never know once this team matures. Got a lot of good young players, and they're playing toe-to-toe with the Huskies.
Well, they would love to turn their season around right here this weekend. Non-conference game, so now's the time to do it. Let it all hang out. Ooh, and a centering pass from behind the net. Got a piece of the goaltender for Northeastern, Frankel. Far side, Colgate keeping it in. Sliding into the middle, now back to the left point. Hold into the circle. Wrist shot, a save made. Bouncing puck, rebound, poked out. It goes behind the net. And that's Corley LaRose.
Wow.
Walking in front, and it stopped. Frankel's got it.
Frankel is just so cool in that net. That's the ace card there for Northeastern. Erin Frankel is just, she is just smooth in that goal. What an athlete. And another TV timeout, but Garrow, it's enjoyable calling this game. We don't have a dog in the fight, and just enjoy watching these two teams battle it out. Just a great hockey game. So if you're out there on YouTube listening and you're in the local area, get down here.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. I mean, we still got Robert Morris at #1 Wisconsin tonight, and we've been, that game's been circled on the calendar for quite some time, and Robert Morris has been playing top 5 teams all year long. So it'll be nothing new for RMU, but it'll be a step up for sure. I mean, Wisconsin is unparalleled, the top-ranked team in the nation, the defending national champs. So well coached. They get their pick of the litter with recruiting. But Robert Morris has been a top 10 program now for the last bunch of years, and they're fully coming in expecting to battle and win that game here tonight against Wisconsin. So
yeah,
should be a lot of fun, man. I'm really looking forward to that game. But you're right, Bob. It's fun to watch these two teams. Bob and I do Robert Morris games all year long, and now we get a chance to see some other clubs here and from a new facility as well.
And some good teams at that. And like I said, I think talking to Coach again, back to that conversation, he seemed like, if they could just get through that first period with Wisconsin, kind of get the nerves out a little bit so they can play a little bit, anything can happen then.
Colgate will dump it in with 9:35 to go in the second. It's still 1-0 Northeastern. It's been that way since 4:43 into period number 1. Northeastern offsides as Mueller was ahead too quickly.
And they have that top unit out there again, Mueller, Arar, and Katie Knoll. They're going to change now, but they see a lot of ice time, and rightly so. If I was a coach, I'd have them on the ice as much as possible.
Freshman and 2 sophomores. Incredible. Colgate bringing it in, a high shot gloved out of the air by Frankel, whose career numbers now, 53 games played for Frankel, the junior, 1.66 goals against and a .938 save percentage.
Well, those are some good numbers, career numbers, and playing in a tough conference too. And excellent numbers. And Gwyneth Phillips, the backup, a freshman, she's played in the Penguins organization, and she's a highly sought after goaltender. And, she's played 2 games and hasn't allowed a goal. So she could be the heir apparent maybe in a couple of years.
Yeah, college hockey different than a lot of other major college sports, and you still see players for 4 years playing for your school.
Another penalty upcoming.
And a slashing call.
Slash, and it's going to be Colgate again going off. So they're playing with fire, like you said, Garrow, and especially against this Northeastern power play with all the skill level that they have. Speaking about a power play, Wisconsin, what do they run at 38%, I believe? That's
crazy.
Yeah, that's a great, especially this time of year. Wow. But luckily, Colgate a good penalty killing unit. They're at
91%.
Yep, and probably gone up in this game.
They can't keep playing with fire like this, though. Northeastern, too much skill on this power play unit, but Colgate gets it clear.
2 minutes for slashing. Make some noise, Northeastern. Your Huskies are on the power play.
Fifth power play of the game for Northeastern. The most recent one was just 6 seconds. And the Huskies bring it in. Put it behind the net, trying to fight for that puck. Back there is Tessa Ward. And high it comes to Fontaine, number 22. Shoots one through traffic on net, and it's squeezed into the glove by Liz Aubrey.
Yeah, a lot of they always say the best penalty killer is your goaltender, and Liz Aubrey certainly, her numbers aren't too shabby.
No.
1.86 save percentage, 929 for this season, 3 shutouts, 9 career shutouts.
40 career games, 925 career save percentage. That's a phenomenal number. Here's Noel with it. Up top. Northeastern has played in the NCAAs 3 times in the last 4 years. The last 2 years, Hockey East champs. They got an enlarged bid a few years ago. They were just ahead of Robert Morris getting the enlarged. It's hard to get an at-large bid out of College Hockey America, the conference that Robert Morris plays in. The Colonials almost did it a few years ago. College Hockey America has the auto bid for the tournament winner, as do the conferences these teams play in Hockey East and the ECAC. Another clear for Colgate. 30 seconds to go in this Northeastern power play. Huskies bring it back. Hartman. Eddie Hartman sends it up high. Hobson now, number 10. Shoots one and fanned on it, slapped away. And racing out of the goal crease to make that play was Aaron Frankel, because LaRose had a step on that puck for Colgate. And that's going to end this Northeastern power play. They will go 0 for 5 now as Bard comes out of the box for the Raiders. Northeastern right back in, though. Wrist shot, and it's deflected high and over the glass. And out of play. Whistle with 6:20 to go in the second period. And Bob, are you surprised it's 1-0 at this stage of the game?
I wouldn't say that. No, I've been impressed with Colgate's ability to play defense and keep the big players for Northeastern off the scoreboard, especially with the amount of penalties they've had. But this is kind of what we expected. I wouldn't say surprised, no. But the surprise to me is how good a club Colgate is.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page. But a lot of experience, obviously, like the year they had last year. Oh, and a slapped out of the air, but did that hit the post? Glove side?
I don't know if it hit a Frankel stick or the crossbar.
Man, that rebound came out in front. Another golden opportunity for Colgate.
We'll have to get that on the Jumbotron here.
Man,
that was unbelievable. If Frankel stopped that.
And it's battled for behind Frankel. And both of these teams have come awful close to some more goals. And Colgate has come really close on a number of occasions, including right there. And Schneider with it. Schneider shoots one down low, and it's gloved and hung on to by Frankel. With 5:15 to go in the second period.
So here it is right here. Let's see if we can see that.
A shot and a rebound smacked right out of the air, and I think it caught the post like the crossbar.
Yeah. That would have been challenging. There it is again, a different angle.
Yep.
Yeah, did it hit the crossbar?
Yep.
Yep. Wow. I wonder if it would have been a high stick or not. Or
That would have been close.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go here in the second. Colgate with the puck in the Northeastern zone. Shoot one and it's blocked. Back up top it comes. Raiders. Serdachny's shot hit a teammate in front. Serdachny gets it back, goes behind the cage. Still with it. Dancing with it up high. Holds, goes back door, and the backhanded shot bounces high into the air where it's gloved by Frankel.
Serdachny, a freshman too, and she's showing an elite skill level out there. So, like you said, the future is bright for this team, Colgate. And we talked earlier about the playoff, Garrow, that the auto bids and that. I could see it going similar to what the NCAA does for men, having those 4 sites and having 16 teams, have 4 regionals, something to that effect. Expanding that field of 8, because
there's been talk of it too, especially with that new conference in New England, the New England conference. So they are definitely talking about some type of expansion, even if it comes down to sort of like playing games, like basketball has.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, maybe add some extra teams somehow. But because your teams are going to play a game anyway somewhere. They're playing one game. Might as well put 4 teams somewhere or whatever. Expand that somehow and make it a bigger field. I don't the play-in game may make sense where you just have a couple regional games to just get more teams involved, because there's probably a lot of teams that are left out that deserve to be there.
And it's just growing so much, and more every year we have new Division I women's teams arriving and more on the way and announcing it. And so it's just expanded greatly. 4:37 to go here in the second. Mueller trying to dance past the defender, but turning it aside was Sydney Bard, the freshman. And defense for Colgate. And we just look at the conference Robert Morris plays in. You have Lindenwood, Syracuse, Penn State, RIT. None of those teams had Division I hockey programs just a few years ago.
Yep. So
Robert Morris now in year number 15 as a women's program. And we've been there since the beginning. Watch that program grow.
Yeah, you figure you get 2 or 3 teams out of each conference. You could get 16 teams real quick, I would think.
Playing up behind the net, Northeastern carrying it down low. Peyton Anderson. Send it up top. Swing it near side for Cody Cross. How to get it down low. And it's cleared out of the zone. 3:25 to go in the period. Still 1-0 Northeastern, and straight off the bench and with a blind steal. Ooh, playing it in front. Here's the shot from up top, and it hit something and went high off the glass. That was Serdachny who made that play right off the bench, sneaking in to make the steal. Colgate try to mount some pressure again in the Northeastern zone. It's pushed up and out to neutral territory. Back to get it though for Colgate is Taylor Kerwin. And Hartman has it now for Northeastern. Huskies can't carry it across, so Colgate will pick it up and go the other direction. LaRose tries to shoot one. It's deflected wide. Raiders keep it in for the moment. Now it's hit off the linesman, but it comes out of the zone. And it's 2:19 on the second period clock. Garrow Von Dane and Bob Kennedy here at the first annual Battle at the Burgh, sponsored by the Pittsburgh Penguins here in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. The land of strip malls. And
yeah, Cranberry is a burgeoning suburb, I guess you'd say, the bedroom community of the Pittsburgh region. Has really grown over the last 20, 25 years.
Yep. Oh, deflected on net, and Liz Avi will cover it up. 2:05 to go. Yeah, this is all your chain restaurants and strip malls. And
taxes are cheaper up here.
Yeah.
Get out of Allegheny County.
Penguins built their practice facility here a few years ago. That's where we are here.
We're about probably 20 minutes from downtown. 20, 25 minutes.
As long as it's not rush hour.
Yep, that's true too.
Here's Mackay's shot, goes high off the glass. Northeastern will pick it up and try to clear the zone. Huskies try to keep it deep. Minute 33 to go. Here in the second period. Goes behind the Northeastern goal. The Huskies able to get it back up and out. Here comes Anderson with it. Shoots one, a glove save, and hung on to by Hobby. Minute 12 left in the period.
And in minute 12, 1-0 still. Northeastern maintaining the 1-goal lead. Face off deep in Colgate ice. Mueller's going to win the draw. Going back to the right point. Fontaine, big shot. The big save, and there was Noel on the doorstep for the rebound, but I'll be able to hang on to that puck and freeze it.
Well, a lot of whistles here in the final minutes. 58 seconds to go in the period. Still 1-0 Northeastern.
Those Colgate jerseys. Simple, but
Stylish.
stylish.
Old school. What goes behind the Colgate goal? Oh, and a crushing hit on the near boards, and that's going to be a penalty. And I think Noel's going to be the guilty party this time, and an elbowing call. And no, it's Colgate who's going off.
Number 17, Shelby Wood, the defenseman. 42 seconds left in the second period. Northeastern will go on yet another power play.
So it was an interesting call. Still, I didn't see it on the replay. But we're a little bit screened here. It was along the near boards. And so another power play here for Northeastern with 42 seconds to go in the period. Their sixth of the game. And drop the puck to the right of goaltender Aubie. Colgate will clear the zone. Colgate, one of the things they've done so well on penalty kills here today is they win that first face-off and clear it.
Yeah, I've been watching Colgate because you want to see what a team like, with the 91%, 92, some of the things they're doing. They do a lot of little things like that. Like they can win that draw and get a clear. It takes 15, 20 seconds off a penalty right there. They make a lot of good, short, little quick plays in their own zone to get pucks to players, to get it to ice it. So they do a lot of little things, and that adds up to a good penalty killing unit.
Delaney Mackay is going to take this face off.
A lot of goes into it. Their stick positioning, the angles they take.
Katie Knoll for Northeastern here, and referee's giving explanations all around. I don't know what that was about. Colgate wins another draw, and they're going to back it up. Smart play by Colgate. Eat up more time on this Northeastern power play. and then they throw it on net from their own end.
Look at that.
10 seconds to go in the period. Northeastern will try to race in. It's Fontaine, drops it right side. Wrist shot in the glove, saved by Aubie with 2.7 to go. And so the Huskies will get another draw. This one in Colgate territory.
Yeah, both these teams really going to the net. And both goal, it's not making it easy for either goaltender. And out comes Frankel.
Wow, so they're going to bring Frankel off with 2.7 to go. And extra attacker on, but puck will be shot into the corner for the remaining seconds, and there will be a minute 18 of power play time remaining for Northeastern. When we start the third, it's still 1-0 Huskies over the Raiders after 40 minutes of hockey. It's the first annual battle at the Burgh. Third period coming up. Second intermission straight ahead. Bob and I will be back with the third in just a bit. Burgh. Robert Morris and Wisconsin are coming up next. But we've still got a lot to figure out here between Northeastern and Colgate. The Huskies have a 1-0 lead over the Colgate Raiders. With the third period straight ahead, Northeastern will have a minute 18 of power play time here to start the third. They're 0 for 5 so far. This is their sixth power play. And Colgate hopes to survive this and then get on the board. The Raiders have been oh so close on many occasions. Shots are 21-20 in favor of Colgate. Colgate is 0 for 2 on the power play, but the lone goal belongs to Mia Brown, way back at 4:43 of the first from McInnes and Holmes. And we're underway here in the third. Garrow Von Dade, Bob Kennedy here with game one of our Saturday double dip. Number 1, Wisconsin. And Robert Morris in first place in the CHA conference. We'll meet up here after this game. Northeastern on the power play here. Looking for a little insurance. Something that has been elusive in this hockey game. Goals have been hard to come by for both teams. And a lot of great chances for both clubs and some big saves by these two seasoned, talented goaltenders. Centered, deflected away, not out though. Northeastern keeps it in. LaRose thought she had a break perhaps and has to come back into the zone. Blind feed up to the left point, coming over to get it is Fontaine. Fontaine down to the circle, shoots one along the ice surface, save made, the rebound is loose, the referees blew the whistle, puck was still free. And we'll get a face-off with 15 to go in the Huskies' power play.
Yeah, and the Northeastern comes out with that fresh ice surface, and with their skill, Garrow, they were able to move that puck around very smoothly on the ice, but just got the one chance there towards the end, and puck apparently loose, but the referee blew the whistle, so a break for Colgate.
Shelby Wood standing up in the penalty box, ready to come out. That puck got through traffic on net, and it's stopped by Aubie once again.
Just 7 seconds left in the power play for the Northeastern Huskies.
Glad to have you with us wherever you're tuning in from. The battle at the Burgh from Cranberry, Pennsylvania, at the Mario Lemieux Sports Complex. All 4 tournament games will be on YouTube. Bring your pillow and sleeping bag, Bob. You just going to stay here tonight? Get ready for 2 games tomorrow, including the championship game. And Colgate kills off the remaining seconds of the Northeastern power play and then ice the puck.
I got to go home and get my rest, Garrow.
Your what?
My rest.
Oh.
My beauty rest for tomorrow.
$18-16 to go, third period. Northeastern with the slightest of edges here. A 1-goal lead.
I've just been handed the Wisconsin lineup. Hold the phone.
Badgers. You think Bucky Badger made the trip?
I don't know if Bucky's here. Let's hope so.
Romo better be here. Colonial mascot. Haven't seen him yet. Centering pass on the shot and a save made by Aubie once again. Northeastern. Katie Holmes. He goes behind the net. Colgate will feed it up and out of the zone. So the Raiders get what they need. They get the kill on the power play that was left over from the second. They've got to stay out of the box, though, to the Raiders. Even if you don't give up goals, it's obviously really hard to score shorthanded against this Northeastern team. You got to give yourselves much. Oh, there's a shot off the crossbar. Elena Mueller hitting the post over the right shoulder of Aubie.
Smooth move there by Mueller.
She's been shut off the scoring sheet here tonight so far. If you're Northeastern, you're looking for somebody like Mueller to score. Aurora. Colgate. They'll look to Serdachny. Fontaine, who's got a 10-game point scoring streak. Obviously none today. With a 0 on the board for the Raiders. Dumped in behind the net. Well, Aubie will leave it. And Colgate, nice feed to get it out of the zone. McEachran with it. 2-on-2 with Mackay on the near side. Tried to center it, was blocked aside. Around the near boards. And Hartman will bring it up for Northeastern. Has Ward behind her. Hartman shoots one. Steered off the goal stick by Aubie. Centered. Oh, a big save there by Aubie. She's trying to cover it up. Puck is loose. The whistle blows. Wow, what a follow-up chance for Northeastern. I think that was Ward who got the second opportunity, and Aubie somehow keeps it out of the goal. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, Northeastern was just hacking away. Right down the gut.
There's
that was the crossbar shot by
what a move,
Mueller,
too. Mueller with that shot off the crossbar.
Somehow kept that puck out. And again, that puck appeared loose, but the referee blew the whistle, so another little bit of a break for Colgate.
Well, a couple of great chances for number 42, Tessa Ward, the junior out of Michigan. Another save for Aubie. Northeastern's gotten a couple of posts here today, 3, I believe. 2 off the crossbar, 1 off the post real early in the game. That first post was hit by Mia Brown. She's the lone goal getter in the game. Tried to tap it ahead for Schneider, but it's intercepted by Cody Cross for the Huskies, who dumps it in deep, but Northeastern offside, so Colgate has some room to move. Shoot it off the near boards. Raiders, Schneider. We'll dump it in deep for Colgate. Around the wall it goes. And Raiders get it behind the net. Smigliani. And Northeastern will bring it back the other direction as they come left to right. Here's Mueller again. She'll chase one down behind the net. Knoll skates in front of the net. Now goes out to help behind the cage. Knoll has it, centers it. A shot, a save made by Aubie, who's pressed against that left post. Down low, out of the reach of Knoll, and shot wide of the cage. Huskies up top with it off McGinnis's skate. Pass was too sharp along the blue line, but unable to break free was Ellery Mackay. And we got an offsides whistle with 14:26 to go in the third period.
It is a 1-minute media timeout.
Media timeout.
Hey, women's hockey fans,
It's been first 5 minutes of this period been all Northeastern. They came in with the power play and they've carried that momentum here for a few minutes. But still a lot of hockey left. The shots now 26-21 for Northeastern. Coach Dave Flint drawing something up on the dry erase board.
It's been an interesting game, Bob. 2 stylistically diverse teams, and it's been oh so close. And the only goal, a bit of a fluke, but yet both teams have had a lot of opportunities to get goals. Goaltenders have played big. The post has come in handy a few times. Some blocks. Well-played game between Northeastern and Colgate, a couple of top programs traditionally in the nation. Robert Morris in Wisconsin will follow later tonight. If you're in Pittsburgh, come on down. Plenty of time to get down here, maybe to catch the end of this one. We'll definitely enjoy Robert Morris in Wisconsin. 13:54 to go in this one. Colgate trying to get on the board for the first time tonight and tie this game. Softly to the goal by LaRose. Easily steered off the goal stick. Around the wall it goes behind the net. Colgate trying to do their work of keeping it in the Northeastern zone again and applying that repeated pressure. Just keep it in the zone, look for opportunities, and then get bursts. There's a shot to the goal and a glove save. And Frankel will hang on for a draw with 13-19 to go in the period.
Yeah, so Colgate trying to turn the tables here a little bit. A couple of point shots. Frankel just tough in the goal. That's going to be... They're doing a good job of getting traffic, but they got to get some more traffic. Just keep... Somehow manufacture a goal here.
Centered. Mackay's shot went wide. It goes behind the net. Colgate dumps it back in again. Northeastern has been trapped back in their own end for much of the last few minutes here. Just the way Colgate wants it. And chasing after it is Smigliani, the freshman from La Jolla, California. Huskies behind their own net. Try to work it free. And finally get it up and out of the zone. Moving it up ice. It's Veronica Petty. Colgate gets it back again. Schneider gains the zone. Schneider is hung up for a moment, hooked, nothing called. Colgate bench wanting a call, didn't get it. Here comes Arar, drop pass, blocker save, and the rebound skipped right past the stick of Katie Knoll. Knoll gets it back again, settles, goes back door, and the shot goes wide from Mueller. Had it on the tape, he put it behind the net. Slap shot, one-timer by Hobson off the heel of the stick, well wide. Colgate picks up the puck, and they will just lift it high and out of the zone, but it rides the top of the wall into the Colgate bench. And so the faceoff will come back into the zone with 11:45 to go in the third. And there's the penalty that was not called, and perhaps holding on to the stick, tough to tell from this angle. Referees are on top of it, though.
Yeah, referees have called this pretty tight. I think all the calls have been warranted.
On the near wall it goes.
That.
Northeastern 0 for 6 on the power play. Colgate 0 for 2. Both teams came in with excellent penalty killing, over 90%. Looked into the corner. And getting to it, Sidney Barr. Then Colgate will clear the zone. LaRose gives it off to Demers. Demers brings it in. Demers goes behind the net, wants to center it. Nobody in front of the cage, so Demers keeps it. Goes high to Kerwin. Kerwin faked the shot, tried to go to Lepar, and it goes behind the net. Colgate changing a couple of skaters with the puck in deep. We've seen that a lot from Colgate today. With puck possession in the offensive zone, they'll change skaters. Long shot from neutral ice. Stopped by Aubie. Ellery Mackay. Sent wide of the net. Off the goal stick of Aaron Frankel as we tick down towards the halfway point of period number 3. Colgate changing players again. On comes Serdachny. Meanwhile, Northeastern turning shot by Petty, and it goes deflected. It goes behind the net. Petty gets it back again. And sends it into the near corner against the wall. Anderson had it roll over her stick. And so instead, Ellery Mackay's going to come get it, clear the zone. for Colgate. Shots on goal are now 30-24 in favor of Northeastern, which means it's 10-3 Huskies here in the third period. Colgate bringing it back in. Long shot and a save made. The rebound was too far for McEachran. Colgate back on their own blue line with the puck. Smigliani couldn't handle that sharp pass, and Knoll will bring it in for Northeastern. Shoots it right through the legs of a defender on net. Save made by Aubie. Smigliani drops it back. Colgate will bring it in. Two skaters come in, the rest change. Behind the net, try to center it is Serdachny. A sliding Northeastern player gets the puck momentarily. Now it's kicked into the near corner where the Huskies get it and lift it high into the netting. And so the faceoff will stay at Northeastern territory with 8:32 to go.
1 minute media timeout.
We get another media timeout.
Hey, talk about that officiating, the game, San Jose game the other night. See the guy on the ice, and I guess we're not going to have a timeout. But it, Furman South from Robert Morris.
Oh, that's right. It was officiating
the game.
Penguins Sharks game.
Young official. And,
former Robert Morris men's player.
Yep.
He's the first to reach the NHL out of Robert Morris.
Yeah, his brother, too. His brother played at Robert Morris, too, Colin.
Yeah. Pittsburgh natives.
Isn't there somebody else that's trying to be an official, too?
Well, Kirsten Welsh, who graduated last year from the women's program, she is working as an official. She hopes to do the same thing and reach the NHL as a referee. Get enough whistles blowing onto her, she should be an expert.
Yeah, she knows all the rules. She broke them all.
What a player she was. Top scoring defenseman in Robert Morris history, Kirsten Welsh. Here comes Mackay. Ellery shoots one and a save made. Rebound on the doorstep, and the shot goes wide. Colgate tries to get on the board here late. Ooh, fed by Kerwin from up high. Nobody could get a stick on it. Circling, turning, shot blocked in front. Rebound, shot, save made. Where's the puck? And it's squeezed between the pads by Aaron Frankel. So Colgate with some of their best chances of the period right as we hit the 7-minute mark.
Well, good sequence there.
It is a 1 minute media timeout.
Couple of scissor plays. Yeah, real creative Colgate is when they do get in that offensive zone, like you said, Gero. They make some plays and get pucks to the net. And when they have done that, Frankel has been there to. That last one, Frankel looked behind her a little bit unsure, but very impressed with the goaltending on both ends in this hockey game.
Now we do get an actual media timeout. The Huskies started the day 15-2 overall and lead Hockey East ahead of Boston College and BU. Colgate, middle of the pack in the ECAC. Two longtime veteran head coaches in Dave Flint for the Huskies and Greg Fargo for Colgate. The Raiders have had trouble scoring goals this year, and they haven't been able to get one yet here today. Their top scorer, freshman Danielle Serdachny, leads the team with 15 points on 5 goals and 10 assists. 2 players with 6 goals on the team, but your leading scorer has 15 points. You need to get a little bit more. And then you look at Northeastern. Alina Mueller has 34 points. 4 players with more points than the top scorer for Colgate. And still 1-0 Northeastern, 6:44 to go in the third period. Bouncing back towards the Colgate net. Guarding the puck with her body was Shelby Wood, keeping it away from Mueller. Fontaine's shot hit a Colgate player in front. Off the wall, McEachern tried to break away with it, but stolen away from behind. The Raiders up to neutral territory and will carry it across. And we get a whistle with 6:11 to go in regulation time. Iron Maiden during the break.
There you go, there you go. Face off deep in Northeastern zone again.
Oh, I tried to shoot one right off the draw. It hit a stick. Didn't get to the net. Right where Colgate wants to be. Having the Huskies hemmed in their own end, but now Northeastern able to get it out. Anderson lost it, but Petty dumps it right back in for Northeastern. Ooh, scary play next to the Colgate goal. But able to work it out is LaRose. Raiders trying to get the equalizer here late. 5.5 minutes to go in regulation. Northeastern got the lead 4.5 minutes into the game. And so far, that's been enough. Anderson weaves to her left, brings it to the blue line, tries to dump it in, and it hit Ward for Colgate. It's dumped back in. The Raiders done a good job at neutralizing a lot of the firepower on this Northeastern team. And the Huskies have been able to keep Colgate off the board for 56 minutes. Just about. Raiders bring it back in. Huskies have the puck behind their own net. Send it behind the cage. On the near side. The Raiders keep it in, changing players once again, trying to keep fresh legs out here late in the third. Brown slings it rink wide, and it's dumped in off the stick of Sindoris. The Raiders going to keep an eye on the clock here. 4 minutes to go. Centering pass, it was deflected. Bouncing around, goes to the near boards, in the corner. They'll try to center it. The shot never got to the net. It was blocked again in front, this time by Mueller, providing the defensive work. McEachern shoots one from deep, and a glove save by Frankel and a face-off with 3:43 to go in Northeastern territory. Larry Snyder informing us there's another 1-minute media timeout.
Colgate again creating some offense in the offensive zone with some good puck movement. And getting pucks on Frankel. So shots 32-29 now in favor of Northeastern. 3:43 to go and buckle up, Garrow.
I'm buckled.
When do you think Colgate pulls their goalie?
Oh, man. I still look maybe just over a minute.
I'd say at least a minute and a half.
You say buckle up. I've been on enough airplanes lately, Bob. I don't know life without a buckle around me anymore. My life is a mix of seatbelts. Here we go, final 3:43 of regulation. Is it enough for Northeastern? Or will Colgate find a way to send it overtime? 3:30 to go. Abby plays it behind her own net. Huskies keep it in. Bank it into the near corner. McEachran plays it behind her own net. And now Colgate brings it out to the red line. Now carried into the backhand. Look out, a little bit of room here moving in. The shot trickles through and Colgate ties the game. Danielle Serdachny had a little trouble controlling the puck as she dragged it to the forehand, but sneaks it through.
Well, Serdachny caught my eye earlier in that second period. Their skill level, just a freshman from Edmonton, Alberta, and right there, she showed it to this packed house here at UPMC as she ties the game here. Serdachny comes through the neutral zone, carrying the puck, picked up the puck just inside the blue line and takes it in and just takes that shot. It went right between the legs of Franco as she was thinking that puck was going to be shot to the far post, and I don't know if Serdachny got all of that puck, but got enough of it.
I think that's part of what Folder was.
She fanned a little bit on it maybe, and
here we look at it from the other side, from behind. Oh man, Colgate gets the equalizer.
They're not going to have to pull the goalie.
No,
at least not just yet. Maybe it's Northeastern pulling the goalie.
The goal comes at 16:52 of the third. And Bob, I don't know what. Well, we'll wait and see what happens here before I start speculating on other things.
Yeah, what the rules are.
Yeah, for the overtime. 2:40 to go in regulation.
Yeah, you got 4 teams from 4 different conferences, so I think everybody does things a little different. I'm not positive though.
Well, and this is a tournament situation. Somebody's got to be the third place team and somebody's got to play for the championship, so you can't have a tie. LaPan brings it in for Colgate.
Going 1-on-5 and
poke checked away. Back it comes, look out, here's Mueller with room. Mueller goes to the net, and a blocker save by Aubie. Mueller had the step. That crazy speed she has, number 11. Probably the quickest skater on the ice tonight. Under 2 minutes to go. It's sent up ice, it goes off the stick of a Northeastern player, so no icing. Huskies will flip it forward. The Raiders tie the game with under 4 minutes to go in regulation time. And a goal by Danielle Serdachny, her 6th of the year, the freshman from Edmonton, Alberta. Here come the Huskies. Now they have some little more urgency. Brown chases it into the corner. She has the only goal for Northeastern today.
1 minute.
Leah Brown, near corner number 15, bumped into the boards. Final minute of regulation time. On the wall and out, but Brown will send it right back in again. Hit a Colgate player. And the Raiders have a little room to move now as the Huskies try to change skaters. The final 37 seconds. Dumped in by Mackay. And it's cleared by Northeastern, not far enough for icing, so it's a race for the puck. Getting there first is Hobson for Colgate. 20 seconds to go in the third. 1-1 hockey game. Centered, mishandled. Colgate dodges a bullet there. Still fought for behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Scooped up by Colgate. Just trying to get it out of harm's way here for the final seconds, and they will, and time expires. And Colgate ties the game with just over 3 minutes to go in regulation time, and we're heading to overtime here in Game 1 of the battle at the Burgh. There's the official scoring. On the tying goal, Ellery Mackay. And Shelby Wood
52 of the third period.
getting the assists on the Serdachny goal.
After 3 periods of play, we will have a 5-minute, 5-on-5 sudden death hockey period now. If the game is still tied after the 5 minutes, we will go to a 3-player shootout.
Well, there we have it. So we're going to go 5-minute overtime. And if nobody scores, it's 5-on-5 during the overtime. And if nobody scores, it's going to go to a 3-player shootout.
There you go.
So
I'd rather see a 3-on-3 overtime. But that's just me. But they'll play it 5-on-5 and see if they can settle this to see who goes to the first battle of the Burgh championship game.
Championship set for approximately 5 p.m. tomorrow. Our third place game will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow. So the loser of this game plays at 2 against the loser of tonight's Robert Morris, Wisconsin game. Yeah, a fun way to start the weekend here in Game 1. A little overtime hockey.
A great hockey game here this afternoon.
If you missed any of it, it'll be archived on YouTube. We know Bob's going to watch it later tonight with a cold one in his hand.
No doubt, no doubt. And the teams flip ends, so they have the long change here in this fourth period. So see if that plays a role in this game.
Let's see who looks like the more urgent team here in overtime. So 5 minutes of 5-on-5 hockey, sudden death overtime, and if nobody scores, a 3-player shootout. Here we go, overtime. Colgate and Northeastern. What a game it's been. Shots on goal are 33-31 in favor of the Huskies. So again, yep, they switch sides. So Colgate going left to right. Huskies protecting the zone to our right, and they come right to left here. Orar has it poke checked away back to neutral ice. Now Mueller breaks around one defender, now 2. Mueller stops, lost an edge, passes it back. Wrist shot high, past the waving glove of Aubie. Off the carom, Northeastern plays it back in deep. Danielle Serdachny has the puck for the moment, gives it up. A game-tying goal late in the third period. The leading scorer for Colgate, providing the late heroics.
It's like Katie Knoll got a little bit shaken up on that last shift. Went gingerly over to the Northeastern bench. Knoll played at the Nichols School up in Buffalo. She's from Amherst, New York, and we have a timeout now. It's like Colgate.
Timeout, Colgate.
The Raiders using their timeout. 4:05 to go in overtime. We haven't been given an official start time for the Robert Morris, Wisconsin game.
Well, it's scheduled for 7, correct?
Scheduled for 7, but with overtime here, they may push it back a little bit.
Yeah, I figure it's 6:10 almost now. Depends how long this goes. Yeah, it could be by the time they cut the ice and they have to have warm up. So yeah, it could be probably going to be pushed back a little bit.
And the video links I posted on my Twitter page at Voice of G-Man, so you can find the links for all 4 games there, including the Badgers Colonials game.
Voice of G-Man. I see how it is.
That handle given to me by former Alaska Gold Panther baseball coach Dave Nakama.
I like it. It got a nice ring to it.
Wrist shot, glove saving it, caught post. Off the glove of Aubie and then the crossbar. And iron's been big for Colgate today. And so has the goaltender Aubie.
The defenseman there jumping up. Brooke Hobson, nice effort.
Puck bouncing around Northeastern territory. Colgate trying to keep it in. Bard along the wall. Now a slap shot. Dumps it in deep. Anderson trying to play it out. Two Colgate players run into each other. Serdachny took the worst of that one. Both players appear to be all right. LaRose and Serdachny blinding each other. And both are all right. 3 minutes to go here at overtime. Mueller brings it in. Mueller gains a step. Mueller wrist shot and just kind of ran out of room, and a save made by Aubie again. Might have been able to cut to her right. Shot goes wide that time by Fontaine. She had some room too, did Fontaine. Wrists one down low from the left point. Bounces behind the net. Huskies have come close here. That one's mishandled at the blue line and it rolls out. Capistrand couldn't handle it. The line. Mueller again with it. High. Fontaine settles, goes right side. Shoots one high over the cage. Fontaine now. Wrist shot through traffic and reaching out with the stick and deflecting it out of play was Aubie.
Aubie's just acting like the day in the park down there. Deflecting that puck away with the goalie stick. And
there's the one that caught glove and post. Wow. 1-1 game, 2:08 to go in overtime. To see who's going to play for the championship tomorrow in the first battle at the Burgh. Wrist shot, and it goes wide by Hartman. Trying to sneak on glove side inside the post. And Colgate falling down was a Northeastern player, but puck rolled away from the Raiders, and able to clear it back the other way was Cody Cross. And now we get an offsides whistle. The Northeastern line. In a game here, big crowd here in the building, and they've witnessed excellent hockey game between these two really good teams.
There's a few seats on the end here, but this place is pretty well full. And they don't even have the nighttime crowd coming in. I'm sure a lot of these people are staying. But
look out, Northeastern. Oh, misplayed. The pass came to the wrong side, though. Unable to draw it in clean was Kate Holmes. She was all alone coming down the slot. Minute 6 to go, overtime. Here's LaRose, bumped into the boards, brings it in. Hobson is the defender. Along the wall. Demers sends it up to the point. Colgate trying to win it here. Link wide pass, nobody there. And it's flipped out of the zone by Northeastern. A long change, like you said, Bob. Both teams were able to change one skater on that clear. Now they'll both change a few more as it's dumped into Colgate territory. 32 seconds to go in the 5-on-5 overtime. Raiders bring it in. McEachran passes one to herself. Stops it in the corner. Gets a little help. Puck is behind the net. Go back to McEachran along the goal line. Centers it. Settled shot. And it's trickled to the net. Couldn't get a good wood on it. Schneider directed it towards the cage, but the stop made by Aaron Frankel.
Let's see if Northeastern uses their overtime here.
Timeout. And they right now doesn't look like it.
No,
Or face-off coming to the left
and
of Frankel.
Colgate unable to make a change they wanted to make, I think.
Mueller taking the draw against Spigliani. 17 seconds to go. Northeastern has the puck behind their own net. 11 seconds to go. Worked out of the zone. Orar has it. Aurora tried to drag one to herself. Couldn't handle the puck, and a Colgate player dumped onto the ice from behind. Nothing called, and the final seconds roll off the overtime clock. So we've played 65 minutes of hockey, and we're tied at 1. And so now we're going to a 3-player shootout. Well, well.
Think you'd see a shootout today, Gary?
No. It's a little disappointing, I gotta say, you know, when you play this hard for 65 minutes and then suddenly you're playing a different game, you know?
Yeah. I almost like to see a 3-on-3, but
Yeah.
This will be exciting. As much as I'm against the shootout in the pro game, I think here that you're almost forced to do something to get a finality to the hockey game.
Yeah, it makes sense. And so, a little break here, a couple minutes. And in about a minute 20, the shootout will begin. And who are they going to send out?
I have my inkling of at least a few of the players we'll see.
And remember, this is just the beginning of this 4-game tournament. Robert Morris and number 1 Wisconsin are coming up next. And then tomorrow, 3rd place game between the losers of each game and the championship game. And those games will be at 2 p.m. and 5 p.m., so an earlier start tomorrow for these tournament games. Been a lot of fun here so far already. A lot of Badger fans here ready to go for the next game, as well as a whole bunch of Robert Morris fans. And a good contingent of Northeastern and Colgate people as well. So Mueller's going to be the first. Yeah, we knew she was going to get a shot at it. Mueller, top scorer for Northeastern. Elena Mueller, the sophomore from Switzerland, with 11 goals and 34 points this year. She will get the first opportunity against Liz Aubie. 3-player shootout. Here comes Mueller. He'll pick it up, left-handed shooter on the forehand. Bring it in quickly, winds up and blasts a slapper. And a glove save by Aubie.
Mueller came down with straight speed down the middle and just wound up with a slap shot from right in between the circles. And again, Aubie looks really calm in the net, as has Frankel tonight.
And here comes Serdachny for Colgate. Serdachny moving in, weaving left, now right. Carries, backhand, forehand. Tried to slide it under the pad, but keeping that pad to the ice was Frankel with a big save. So a big contrast.
Yeah, Serdachny using that side to side and then tried to get Frankel to bite, and Frankel never moved, and that's what you have to do in this situation.
Here comes Chloe Arar. Another left-handed shooter moves in and sneaks it through the posts. She went right, then left, and just snuck it in blocker's side.
Wow.
There wasn't a lot of room there.
Looked a little like Sidney Crosby. She just started right at the red line with the puck and just went to the backhand, back to the forehand, and just a little bit of room on that near post stick side.
Now Colgate with a chance. Can they even it up here? No, a save made by Frankel.
It was O'Donoghue.
Caitlin O'Donoghue had the chance, the freshman out of Downington, PA, and now Northeastern can win it here if they score. And who's getting the chance here? Lifts it high, and Northeastern wins it on the shootout. And the Huskies will play for the championship tomorrow. The Huskies win it in a
Both teams, but Northeastern, they would have put a couple into the back of the net to get the victory. But yeah, tremendous hockey game.
The final score in the books will read 2-1 in favor of Northeastern. The 3rd-ranked team in the nation survives Colgate. The Huskies got on the board from Mia Brown. 4:43 of the first from McGinnis and Holmes take a 1-0 lead. We didn't have any scoring in the second, and then in the 3rd period at 16:52, Danielle Serdachny tied it up for Colgate. And we went overtime. Nobody able to score in a 5-minute 5-on-5, but in the shootout, a 3-player shootout, Northeastern scores twice to win it over Colgate. So Colgate tomorrow will play at 2 p.m. against the loser of the Robert Morris, Wisconsin game coming up in just a bit. And Northeastern will move on to tomorrow's championship game at around 5 p.m. I'm waiting to see if we get a start time on the next game. I have not heard yet from public address man Larry Snyder, but it will be on the Twitter page at RMUW Hockey, the RMU Women's Hockey Twitter page. And that game will be coming up next, and Bob and I are going to go and get ready for that one. Number 1 Badgers against the home team, Robert Morris University Colonials. And we will have that for you right here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us for Game 1. As here we see the final goal in the shootout, the one that iced it for McGinnis. As she lifted it high to beat Aubie. And that was it.
And McGinnis just waited till Aubie went down. And McGinnis went upstairs.
The Huskies celebrate, and they move on to tomorrow's championship game. Thank you so much for joining us for Robert Morris Colonials Hockey. Dakota Lamb producing and engineering the broadcast from right here in the press box. My partner Bob Kennedy, I'm Garo Von Danes, and come on right back. We got another game for you. Badgers and Colonials coming up next. Northeastern wins it here 2-1 over Colgate.